What happens when your first love, the boy who promised to protect you from the world, transforms into a ruthless, obsidian-hearted villain who will stop at nothing to possess you, even if it means tearing your entire life to shreds? A viral sensation that has taken the dark romance community by storm, Insatiable is the explosive first installment in Leigh Rivers' The Edge of Darkness trilogy. Unapologetically pushing the boundaries of the dark romance genre, Rivers weaves a gut-wrenching, high-heat tale of psychological obsession, childhood trauma, and a deeply toxic, all-consuming love that blurs the lines between devotion and destruction. The narrative shifts between a deeply complex past and a high-stakes, terrifying present. We follow Elena Vance, a young woman who has spent years running from the traumatic shadows of her youth. Growing up, her only sanctuary was her intense bond with Julian Cross, a boy born into a violent, corrupt crime syndicate who swore an oath to always be her shield. But an unspeakable tragedy tore them apart, shattering their innocence and forcing Elena into hiding. Years later, Elena has managed to piece together a quiet, ordinary life, believing she is finally safe from the monsters of her past. That fragile illusion completely evaporates when Julian tracks her down. No longer the protective boy she once knew, but a cold, calculating monster entirely consumed by a manic obsession to reclaim his little bird. Julian's return drops Elena into a claustrophobic psychological nightmare. He orchestrates a ruthless, slow-burn siege on her reality, systematically isolating her from her friends, manipulating her environment, and forcing her into close proximity under his absolute control. Julian openly operates under a terrifyingly simple creed: if he can't have her, no one else can survive. Yet, as Elena fights desperately to protect her autonomy and shield herself from his psychological games, she is forced to confront the dark, toxic, magnetic pull that still exists between them. Their volatile encounters ignite a high-spice, destructive passion that threatens to pull both of them under, unearthing buried family secrets and a larger criminal conspiracy that will force Elena to decide if her former savior is her ultimate doom or her only chance at survival. Insatiable is a raw, heart-pounding dark romance that demands a strict look at trigger warnings before diving in. Rivers writes with a visceral, emotionally intense prose style, expertly capturing the manic highs and terrifying lows of a trauma-bonded relationship. Powered by a wildly popular dual-perspective audiobook adaptation that masterfully captures Elena's desperate, escalating panic and Julian's chillingly calm, possessive dominance, this polarizing and addictive page-turner delivers a relentless, high-stakes narrative that culminates in a jaw-dropping cliffhanger, leaving listeners completely breathless for Book 2.